In a world where divorce is gradually becoming a norm, where the cases of divorce increases outrageously every year, can a woman who filed for a divorce demand maintenance from her ex-spouse? Will she be granted maintenance by the courts if she was the one who filed for divorce? Welcome to another beautiful edition of Talk with Triple A on Court TV, your go-to podcast for breaking down everyday legal issues in this part of the world, Niger. Now, I remain your host, JulieFresh, and yeah, I'll be hosting today's edition of Talk with Triple A. Now, our topic for today is one topic that can never ever be overstressed. I feel like everybody has something to say about this topic. Everyone have unanswered questions. We have things to talk about this topic. So today we'll be answering one of your legal questions. Our topic for today is, can a woman demand maintenance from the courts if she was the one who filed for the divorce? Can she demand request for maintenance from her ex-spouse if she filed for a divorce? On this part of our world, some people say no, she was the one who filed for this divorce. She wanted a divorce. So there's no need for me to be supporting her. There's no need for maintenance from me if she wanted the divorce. While other people say, yes, the law protects women. The law protects women, especially when they have children. But the real question is, what exactly does the law say? Stay tuned, because today we'll be breaking this down in the most simplest and easiest form ever. You don't want to miss this topic. Just relax, grab your cup of coffee, juice, yogurt, water, whatever it is you want to take. Grab it, relax, stay chilled, grab a popcorn as well, so we can have this conversation and we can dialogue. What is maintenance? What do you think is maintenance? Spousal maintenance, to be precise. So we spoke to a family law expert, and it was an amazing session with this person. So today we'll be transcribing all that was discussed with this person, and so you have to stay chilled so you can listen, because this topic is going to be an eye-opener to a lot of us, and to every other woman going through divorce proceeding. Is going to tell you the things to know and the things to avoid. So, like we earlier said, what is spousal maintenance? So, according to our family law experts, maintenance is a financial support that one's spouse, especially the husband, is required to pay to his ex-partner, ex-wife, after divorce or separation, however the case may be. Now, it is meant to ensure that the financially weaker person can still meet basic needs. But know that as much as maintenance is meant to financially support a struggling divorcee, it is also not automatic. Not every woman is entitled to maintenance. The court doesn't just hand out maintenance because a person is divorced or because they feel like the person is deserving of maintenance. It goes through several counts and factors, which are something we asked, and we've listed a few. Some of these things are: first, how long the couple was married for. They have to look at how long the marriage lasted, and you cannot get married and want to divorce next month or next. It doesn't even work in this part of the world. Now, yeah, according to the law, you cannot divorce within 3 months of marriage. So they have to look at how long you were married for. Secondly, whether the wife has a job or any source of income. This is one of the most important ground or factor for spousal maintenance, because this is the reason for maintenance. So if you have a source of income, there's no need, unless something else would come up, or they would have to consider that if you're financially stable, if you have a stable source of income, if you're a thriving career person. The third one is if there are children involved. Children, whether or not you have money you are dependable, you're not dependable, and stuff. Once kids are involved, the law demands that both parents should be responsible for the upbringing, for the well-being of the children. Now, if the other partner is not financially buoyant to take care of children, this is a factor to consider. And fourthly, the husband, if the husband is financially capable, they have to consider the financial strength of the man before granting maintenance to the woman. And the courts, and lastly, the reason for the divorce. The court, you cannot just wake up one morning and say, I'm tired of the marriage, I want a divorce, and I am demanding maintenance from my husband. They have to look at the reason for the divorce, and if it is good enough, then you may be granted maintenance by the court. Now, what if it is the woman who filed for the divorce? Note that the filing for divorce does not matter who files for the divorce, whether it's the man or the woman. Now, I know our next question will be, what if it was the woman who filed for the divorce? Just like our topic. Now, I need you to know that filing for the divorce, for a divorce, does not automatically disqualifies a woman from maintenance. It doesn't matter who files for the divorce first, who wants the divorce. The court would carefully look at the circumstances surrounding her wanting to file for a divorce, and yeah, if it is good enough, they may grant her maintenance. And I know that a lot of men would come with she filed for the divorce, why should I support her? She wants out, so why am I paying maintenance to her? Why do I feel the need? I don't feel the need to maintain this woman. I don't feel the need to be supporting her in any way. If she wants to go, she can go and all that stuff. But I need you guys to know that there are laws guiding these things. There are laws guiding all of this, and there are laws guiding everything in this world. There are laws guiding maintenance, spousal maintenance, and these laws, firstly, if the woman filed for a divorce based on domestic violence, neglect, adultery, the court will award this woman maintenance, and you have no choice but to follow the court's order. Secondly, if she has been a housewife with no source of income, the court may grant her maintenance. I mean, there are men who claim that they don't want their wives to work. There are men who also want their wives to work, but yeah, they don't have the means to start up a business for them. And the women, on the other part, do not have a means to start a business or don't even have a job or any other source of income. So they've been a housewife. I'm not saying being a housewife is a bad thing though. Being a housewife is a full-time job, and this is another reason why the court may grant the woman maintenance, because she was a housewife when she was with you, so she is eligible for maintenance. Thirdly, if there are children involved, everything has to do with kids. Now, we mentioned earlier that if children are involved, these are grounds for maintenance. Now, if children are involved, you do not have a choice but to keep sending child support, keep sending maintenance to your wife. It is very important, it is necessary. The court will definitely grant this woman maintenance. Even if the woman was the first to rush to the courts demanding divorce, the court will still look at the grounds for the divorce and the circumstances surrounding the divorce before passing judgment. The court prioritizes on judgment and not punishment. And if the woman needs support and the man is capable of providing it, why not? The court will definitely grant her maintenance. So there was this famous case of a woman who filed for a divorce on grounds of domestic violence. And now this woman was brave enough to want to walk out of this. She went to the courts to file for a divorce. Now this man, being who he is, refused, didn't want to agree to spousal maintenance. In his defense, she filed for the divorce. She wants to divorce. She wants to walk out. Why should I maintain her? Why do I feel the need? Why do you think I should send in maintenance every now and then? I don't feel the need to. I don't want to do it. There's no need to do it. If she's leaving, she should leave. I don't want to have anything to do with her. But guess what? At the end of the day, the court ruled in a favor, and this man was made to pay maintenance every month to this woman, even though you didn't want to, you didn't have a choice. The court found her grounds for divorce valid, and she met every requirement, and the man was made to pay maintenance to her every month. All right, time to flip the coin. Now, if you're just joining us, this is Talk with Triple A, and I'm your host, JulieFresh, and we are talking about illegal issues. Illegal issue which says that, which obviously is asking if a woman can get maintenance from her husband or ex-husband if she was the one who filed for a divorce. Now, we've just given you reasons why the woman will get maintenance. If the ground for the divorce is valid, she will definitely get maintenance from the court. Now, like I said, it's time to flip the coin. And this segment is the type that I know a lot of men have been waiting for. And it says that, when can a woman be denied maintenance? This is the moment our men, our gentlemen, has been waiting for. They've been waiting for this moment already. You guys should chill. Everything will work in both our favors, the men and the women. So there are cases where the court will refuse to grant maintenance on grounds like: one, if the woman has a stable source of income and a good job. If she earns very well and can take very good care of herself, the court will definitely not grant her maintenance. Number two is if she was the one at fault. Those ones who initiate problems, or you get, there are women who are adulterers. There are women who domestically abuse their husband. Domestic violence is just about the man. It doesn't just come from the man's side all the time. Women abuse their husbands too, verbally, physically, emotionally, and then some women will still have the guts to file for divorce and still demand maintenance from their husband. After all of this, the court is not a place where partiality runs in. They don't do that. They would definitely deny the woman maintenance. And the third one is if the husband is not financially capable, if he's not financially buoyant. Now, not all men are very wealthy. Not all men are wealthy enough to want to pay in maintenance every month to their ex-spouse. In as much as her grounds for divorce may be valid, if the man is also struggling like you are, you will not be granted maintenance, because that would be them literally taking food from his mouth to feed you. And yeah, it wouldn't be fair on his part, especially if he wants to start another family. It wouldn't be fair in the past. So these are the grounds where women would not be granted maintenance. Furthermore, a career woman or a businesswoman with an attractive salary or a source of income has no business with maintenance. The court will just assume that you can take care of yourself. Maintenance is meant for financially dependable partners, those who cannot fend for themselves, and not those who are self-sufficient and are doing okay in their various fields and careers. Again, welcome to this beautiful space. This is Talk with Triple A, and I am your host, JulieFresh, and we've been discussing about maintenance. If a woman who filed for a divorce can get maintenance, can get granted maintenance from the court. Now, moving on, let's talk about children. Let's talk about child support. I mean, children are a very important aspect of divorce. They are very important factors to consider during divorce proceeding. Let's talk about them. What does it mean to give child support? Child support is a state where a situation or whatever where the husband is required to support the well-being of his children after divorce. In some cases it is annually, some is monthly. I don't know how it goes, but yeah, the man is legally required to support the well-being of his children, whether or not his wife is granted maintenance. This does not affect child support. This is an entirely different scenario. It's an entirely different case. Now, oftentimes people mistake child support with the people confuse child support with spousal maintenance. But what we don't know is these two things are completely different. Child support is different. You can get child support is a must as long as children are involved. That's why I said yeah, strong factors to consider during divorce proceedings. As long as there are children involved in the marriage, you will definitely, it is not even negotiable, you will definitely be giving child support to your wife, whether she requests for maintenance or not, whether she's granted maintenance or not. You would be giving child support every month. And if it is a case where she is granted maintenance, you'll be paying maintenance to your wife and you'll be supporting your kids. Now, under the Nigerian law, it is the responsibility of both parents to take care of the well-being of the children. It is both their responsibility. So whether or not there's spousal maintenance and whatnot, you are both responsible for the well-being of your children. Your husband is definitely, your ex-husband is definitely going to be paying child support for the well-being of the children. It doesn't even matter what happens in the marriage. The children are not even involved in the divorce and the marriage. The most important thing is they have to be well taken care of. Now, tell me you haven't found this session interesting. Tell me you haven't been enjoying yourself, because I, on the other hand, I have been enlightened. I've been enjoying myself. I told you it was an interesting moment with our family law expert. Now, why would we get information like this? Why would we get educative information like this and not want to share with you? It's impossible. It's not on this space. So moving on, we have few advice for women out there, women listening to us now, and yeah, those who are thinking of divorce and those who are currently going through a divorce proceeding and demanding maintenance, about things to consider before demanding maintenance. And number one would be prepared to prove your financial need. This is for those that are self-sufficient, not necessarily self-sufficient. This is for those that have a thriving business and who has a job. Be prepared to prove your financial need. You have to tell the courts, you have to tell them why you feel the need to request maintenance by your husband, why you want your husband to support you financially. You have to tell them, they need to see the reason why they need to grant you this request. And number two is, if you have children, like we earlier mentioned, whether or not you are being granted maintenance, as long as children are involved, child support is necessary. And if you are granted, if you are demanding maintenance, if you have children too, you still would be granted maintenance. And the third on our list is if you're living due to abuse, if you're living due to physical abuse, neglect, or infidelity, you may be granted maintenance by the courts. So you have to document every necessary thing. If this man is physically abusing you, you just need to let the court. Number four is, don't rush to court. Don't rush to courts demanding payments, automatic payments. The court does not decide maintenance based on emotion. They decide maintenance based on facts. That is why documentation is very important. So if this man is, like I earlier said, if he's abusing you physically, if he neglected you, if he's being adulterous, just document this thing. Nothing is too small. Don't ignore every little sign. Document whatever it is you can document. Take video recordings, have audio recordings. These are very essential and they will help during your divorce proceeding. And yeah, who knows, you could get maintenance. Now, wow, hasn't it been a very beautiful session with all of us, with you, with me? And I'm sure this session has been sort of interactive, even though I've been the one talking. But I honestly feel like you guys are physically present with me and I've been talking to you guys and I've been enjoying this session. this session has literally opened my eyes to a lot of things. Now, for the sake of those people joining us, let us summarize all we've learned today. Let's summarize all we've discussed. I mean, in this space, there is no way we'll have a topic and we won't give reviews of it. So let's go. The first thing to know about maintenance is about wanting maintenance today is a woman who files for divorce can still get maintenance if she's financially dependable. That's the first thing to know. If you are financially dependable, if you don't have a job, if you're if you were a full out time housewife, if you don't have a steady source of income, you can still get maintenance. There's a possibility that you may get maintenance you may be granted maintenance in court. Number two is maintenance is not automatic. There's a possibility that you may get it and you may not get it. It depends on the husband's ability and the wife's needs. So just know that the court, like we earlier said, the court decides maintenance based on facts and not emotions. And now the third thing to know is if children are involved. Again, if children are involved, there's a possibility that you may get maintenance. And also know that child support doesn't stop maintenance. Like I earlier said, these are two different things: child support and spousal maintenance. If you have children involved, if children are involved in the marriage, you will definitely get child support from your husband, and then you may be granted maintenance also. These two things go both ways. It can work both ways. You can be getting child support and also be getting maintenance from your husband. And then the fourth thing to know is if a woman is financially independent, she may not get maintenance. I know. We've been talking about how a woman can get maintenance. Also, a woman cannot get maintenance if she's financially dependent. She may not get maintenance because the essence of maintenance is to support you while you find your ground. So if you're able to take care of your basic needs, the court may likely not grant you maintenance. And also, the woman may not get maintenance if she was at fault, if the grounds of the divorce is whether or not she was the one that filed for the divorce, but if there were grounds of abuse too from the woman's side, and abuse and adultery, the woman will not be granted divorce. And the woman will also not be granted divorce if the husband is not financially capable, is also a struggling partner. And if she earns more than the man, obviously she won't be granted maintenance, not divorce. I'm so sorry. She won't be granted maintenance. Now, lastly, if she left on grounds of abuse, neglect, or infidelity, she may get maintenance by the courts. Now, that's it for today's episode of Talk with Triple A on Court TV. I hope you found this conversation very insightful, very educative, very interesting, and I hope you enjoyed yourself, which is the most important thing here on this space. I am your host, JulieFresh, and yeah, if you found this video educative, please comment below, share this video, like, and yeah, subscribe if you haven't done that. Please subscribe to our channels, turn on your post notification bell to be the first to get notified when we post a video. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we have a beautiful space like this. It is called Triple A, Talk with Triple A, and you have a beautiful host. You have a beautiful host here, and yeah. Till we meet again on our next interesting and exciting video, stay tuned, stay chilled, stay empowered, and take care.
Court TV. Explore the entertainment.